Strategically located at the haven of the foodies along Maginhawa Street in Quezon City comes a studio that gives basic and advanced photography workshops. The Cameracart studio resides in this artsy compound, and today, Janelle will have the chance to visit it.
Who doesn't love pictures, right? It preserves our memories from our childhood until now. What better way to have an edge in photography can you have than to study how to do it? Let's go!
Photography is not an easy field of interest. It requires sufficient knowledge and skills in handling the camera and the lights for you to be able to produce stunning pictures. To help you with that, the owner of Cameracart Studio and renowned photographer Heidi Akende will teach basic photography.
So right now, I'm excited to learn all about basic photography. So Heidi, could you share to us an insight all about photography?
So photography is all about painting with light. So that's what we need to control with this camera. There are three things that we need to control.
So what are those three ways?
Okay, let's start with aperture. So aperture is the opening of your lens. So it can be big or it can be small. So if it's big, obviously there are more light coming in the picture, it will be more bright. And if your aperture is small, there will be lesser light that will come into your picture. But the aperture affects also the bokeh, which means if your aperture is big, your background will tend to be blurred. But when you have a small aperture, then everything is sharp. Take for example, you want to take a picture, a portrait. You can use the big aperture. And then if you want to take a landscape, since you want everything to be focused, you take it with a smaller aperture. So that's one thing to remember. Let's go to the shutter speed. So the shutter speed is the speed of how that opening opens and closes. So, alright, so the speed is, there's slow speed and there is very fast speed. So the slow speed, obviously there's more light coming in because it's slow. But if it's fast, there's only a little light coming in. So that's another consideration. But if you go slow, the thing is, you will capture the blur of your subject. If your subject moves a bit, you capture a blur. But if it's fast, like for example, have you seen pictures of children like leaping off a cliff and jumping to the water?
Jump shot.
Parang jump shot. You have to get a fast, so then you can capture the action. And then the third element, the ISO. So ISO is the sensitivity of the light. Dati it's the negative, diba dati negative to? Ito ngayon, it's the software. So it's the sensitivity of light to the software. So that should be adjusted also. If you have like ISO 100, that is the smallest number. It means that there's less light coming in. But if it's really dark and you want to take that picture, but it's really dark, you can go to shoot up your ISO at the highest level.
After learning about the three things that control light, you are now ready to experiment and take pictures. Learning photography requires patience, determination, and lots of practice. Attempting to master all of this before just going out and enjoying taking pictures will prevent you from ever having any time to learn about photography itself. So just shoot, and it will be a learning experience for you just the same.
Photography can be fun and exciting. Not only that, it can also be a profitable business as well. Hope you've learned something from us today. This has been Janelle for Chinoy Active.